Alright, welcome back to another Gundam Arsenal Base video. Today we're going to be talking about the newest update that's going to be coming into Gundam Arsenal Base Linkstage Season 2. This will be dropping in May. It'll be dropping around May 25th, I believe, which is a Thursday. And that's about the time that Gundam Arsenal Base usually gets its seasonal updates. It'll be a Thursday on the third week of the third month after a season has been out. But anyway, let's take a look and see what Season 2 of Gundam Arsenal Base Linkstage is going to have for us. So first up, this will be version updated to version 5.0. Version 5.0 will release at 7 AM on May 25th. Like I said, I was right. May 25th, that'll be when the update hits. It'll be available from 7 AM. That's a Thursday and it's not a holiday or anything like that, so I won't be playing it at 7 AM, but that is when the update will be dropping. So let's look at some of the content that will be in the next update. So what has been already confirmed several weeks ago now will be another edition of Gundam Witch from Mercury. It'll be the aerial rebuild. It'll be the hero suit for the Gundam Witch from Mercury side, and I assume that other mobile suits will also be in here as well. I think they already teased the other two Gundam units, that Sophie and the other character, the Gundam Luferus and Thorn, I believe is what they're called. Those will both also be coming. There's no additional information as to what the other rare Gundam Witch from Mercury mobile suits could be. I don't know if it'll be the Michaelis again or the new Darla Blade or all that stuff. We don't know yet. Maybe the Ferract will get its update. No idea. And we also don't know if this will be a limited edition in terms of it'll only be like 2 or 3 rare cards like they kind of did with Gundam Thunderbolt, or it'll be like a full season inclusion. No information yet, so gotta keep your eyes and ears out for that information as it comes down. Also, we'll be getting Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan's second appearance. This will be their second appearance since Season 1. They were included in Season 1, and they've been definitely lapped, so to speak, by the rest of the game's mobile suits and characters. But the boys are back, and it looks like they're back in with a vengeance, is what I'll say about the stats that they've revealed so far. But yeah, Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans will be headed off with the hero suit of the Barbatos Lupus. Yeah, not Rex. It's not going to be Rex, not yet. The Barbatos Lupus Gundam, as well as Mikazuki and a few other notable characters making their return. Anyway, we will also be getting some new battleships for the Linkstage battle mode. I personally don't do this mode very often, but I guess I should if I want the new commanders. So we'll be getting Orga, and we'll be getting Captain Zinnerman. Captain Zinnerman's one of the best characters in the Gundam franchise, so I'll definitely be trying to get Captain Zinnerman. And some other update news for Gundam Arsenal Base Linkstage Season 2. We'll be getting the commander level cap raised from 55 to 60. I am nowhere near this level. I'm like level 34, I believe. And for people who like grinding it out, they'll be getting up to level 60. I don't know how people do this. I have no idea. That's a lot of money. But we will also be getting 5 new strategy cards. These will be added in the new version update when it goes live. No information on what the requirements are to get these. These might just be unlocked right from the start. They will be Gundam Witch from Mercury themed, they will be Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans themed, and they will also be themed after, I believe that's the original Gundam? I think it's the original. So let's look at what these abilities will be doing, or these strategy cards. So the first one is Little Collaborators. This will nullify the weakened state of all allied units in a sortie. So if any unit has a debuff, I think this will just remove that debuff. Bad news is this is a one-off, so if they get another debuff, that might be a problem. But this actually might be pretty good depending, because there are some abilities and mobile suit effects that have downsides attributed to them, so if you can remove it, maybe this is a pretty good card. The second one that's going to be added is Reliable Companion. This reduces the repair time of all allied friendly annihilation types that are being repaired by 20 seconds. This is actually super good, especially if you use like a heavy annihilation type team. Remember, annihilation types are the red units. Reducing that repair time by 20 seconds is pretty significant, especially if you have the cost to redeploy them. Seems like it'll be good. Next up, we have proposal of a new business plan. I'm pretty sure this is the Minorine picture one. This rule increases your cost gauge recovery speed for a certain period of time. I think this is going to be a pretty good one. It doesn't say how much time that this will last for. Maybe 15 seconds, hopefully, maybe 30. If it's a pretty significant amount of time, then it makes sense that this is a 2-cost operation card. So. Next up, we have emergency sortie preparation. This reduces the sortie cost of allied units when their terrain aptitude is S and they haven't sortied yet. And it reduces their cost by 2. This effect lasts until you sortie one time. I don't know how good this was. Because you can't really prepare for the terrain type, and usually it's random unless there's an event where they tell you what the terrain type is going to be. This will be very specific, and I don't expect too many people to use it, but it might be good. And then there is Forbidden Power. For 60 seconds, moderately increase the distance and melee attack power of allied units that are sorting with a terrain adaptability of S, and reduce the damage they take. This is going to be super good, especially if you can, just in general, if you have any units that are getting an S ranking in their mobility, or their terrain type, it'll be super good. Even if you don't plan for it, when you get the random terrain types, usually like 1 or 2 of your units should have an S just out of turn. So I think this will be really good, especially if you can plan for it though. Next up, we have a general update, is that if you're not matched with a player in a friend match online battle, we will change it so that you're transferred to a ranked match. This is so... I haven't seen this personally, but maybe if there's something wrong with the game and it doesn't connect, then maybe you maybe just wouldn't connect. Maybe that was a problem. I have no idea. And then the next update is the big one: terrain adaptability underwater. So it looks like the new terrain or the new map type is going to be underwater, and that is very interesting because the previous cards don't have that marked on them. But from Season 2 of Linkstage, they will have the underwater marking for their terrain adaptability. And if you were curious, previous season cards that don't have the terrain type for water, they will have it added to the digital database on the website, so you can see what it is there. So for example, the Freedom Gundam doesn't have that tag, but you can see on the website its tag for underwater combat is going to be a C rank. So that's a pretty interesting update. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. We'll have to recheck all of the terrain types if you take it that seriously. Next up is a pretty big update. The early launch bonus will be changed. It will be changed to the early sortie bonus. Players who sortie between the first 5 seconds of the match, between 180 seconds and 175 seconds, it'll count, and they will be receiving the cost of +2 as an early sortie bonus. If both players deploy units, the cost of both players will increase by 2. And that is interesting. That is an interesting change, and I think it's a pretty good one because the rush to get the first unit out is kind of annoying, but it's an element to the game, so changing that up is pretty interesting. Units whose main armament is close range, so melee units, their dash performance will be a lot better, or maybe it'll just be somewhat better in the next season. Melee units kind of got outranged by long range units, and then they adjusted long range units, so melee units got way too strong, then they toned down melee units again, and they buffed long range units, and long range units are on top right now, so now melee units are getting their dashes increased again, this way they can keep up. There seems to be a lot of changes that are directly trying to prevent the situation with the Freedom Gundam from happening again, so that's pretty good. The Freedom Gundam in general is just all around the best card in the game, so it looks like they're targeting the Freedom Gundam quite a bit without directly nerfing it itself. They're just adjusting the environment that has arranged itself around it. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good way to balance, in my opinion. Next up, we have attack motion adjustments. This is an interesting one for the Unicorn Gundam Perfect Ability and the Sinanju from Season 1. I don't know why. Maybe their attack animation is too long, maybe it's too quick. No idea, no information. And then the last balance update that'll be coming is for the ability Penetrate. Penetrate is a locked-on unit. Is an ability where a locked-on unit will have be attacked by a charged beam attack that'll shoot through the unit and hit anything behind it in range. This is getting adjusted so the charge time for that ability is going down. I think this is a pretty good change because the game kind of suits quicker charge time abilities, so toning this down a bit will make it a lot more viable for a lot of units. And another new update that'll be coming is that there are 2 new mobile suit abilities that are getting added to the game. First is Destruction. Destruction actually is a single hit targeted attack. If it destroys the unit when this ability is used, if that unit is destroyed by it, its repair time actually goes up. It doesn't say how long the repair time will go up for, but I assume 3 or 5 seconds. That is what the repair time down ability does, is 3 or 5 seconds. So if you destroy a unit with Destruction, it's going to have a longer repair time until your enemy can reuse that unit. That is a pretty interesting ability, and I really like it. This will be great for the freedom. Landing that last hit with this will give you a little extra breathing room for any unit on. Then the last one is one I can't read, sorry, but the basic parameters of this secondary unit, secondary ability, are going to be melee and distance attack power is going to go up, and you'll be disabled flinching. I said that really weird. You won't be able to be flinched. Basically, your unit won't have those little pauses whenever it gets attacked. So that's a pretty good buff ability. But the downside is your evasion and guard are going to be impossible whenever you have this active. This is something that the Gray's Ein and the Gushin Full City Rebake will have. So this also extends repair time once this unit goes down as well. So this is a pretty interesting ability. It seems like it's going to be pretty strong, but whether it's going to be worth it will remain to be seen. Some other news that is going to be coming in Linkstage Season 2, now that that is the main meat of that information done, you can get a promotion card for Season 2. You can get the Aerial Rebuild, a promotion card from this weekend on, actually, until they run out of them, I believe. Just go up to the Game Center counter and ask for that promotion card and they'll give it to you. And then starting from, I think next week when that season starts, you'll be able to get some Witch from Mercury promotion cards as well. It'll be a different card every week. The first week will be Soletta, second week will be Guel, and the third week will be Ellen. And then we don't know what the next ones are going to be, but there will be 7 weeks of promotion cards. So if you go to the Game Center every week, you can get a new promotion card. That's a lot, especially since the Game Center isn't very close for me. I'm not gonna go out of my way too much to get these. But if you're near a Game Center, this would be perfect. Just go over and grab a card every week. I believe they come out on Friday or Saturdays. So yeah, just go up on every Friday or Saturday and you'll be able to get a new promotion card. But yeah, let's jump into the units that are going to be in the new season. So like I said, we know that Witch from Mercury and the Rebuild Aerial is going to be in here. We don't know the stats exactly. I think they actually got leaked a little bit. We also know that Soletta is going to be coming, but I don't have a picture of that. We also know that the Gundam Barbatos Lupus is going to be the most OP unit in the season, probably. And it's also going to come with Mika. Mika's going to get a red variant finally, and it's going to be... They're both going to be pretty strong. It looks like the Lupus is going to have the highest melee damage in the game. So... it stands to reason that they're both going to be really solid. We also are going to get the Gushin Full City, Gundam Gushin Rebake Full City, jeez, a long name. And Akihiro will also be getting a red melee variant pilot card. Both of them are getting pilot cards. Mika and the Lupus are getting U rare cards, so that means they will have a parallel version most likely. Then we also have Laughter. This is a pretty interesting and surprising one. Laughter is getting added as a pilot card. She's going to be a P rare. And she's also coming with the Roy mobile suit. And the most interesting thing about them is that their total cost is going to be 3 if you pair them together. Yeah, I think we found our base attackers of the season. It's going to be those two. And most likely the Barbados Lupus to complete that Iron-Blooded Orphans link bonus. And then another interesting one that's getting added is Galio. Galio looks like he'll be getting a M rare variant. He does have a P or U rare variant from the very first season for a pilot card. Not great. And then, so I'm kind of surprised they haven't gone with Vidar or this last bit of, you know, Iron-Blooded Orphans where he's a total badass. But he's also coming with the Chimerish Trooper, which is what makes this so weird. And also the Gray's Iron, I keep wanting to say Gray's, or Throne Iron, but the Gray's Iron is also coming, and it's also going to have really high melee damage. But yeah, it's really interesting that the heroes are coming with their Season 2 opening mobile suits, and then the other two are their Season 1 ending mobile suits. So we don't have any information on the last pilot for Iron-Blooded Orphans. We don't know if it's going to be a Gillis, or if it's going to be Ein. I hope it's not Ein, because Ein has so many cards already. He has an Arsenal rare, he has got so many common cards. It's just like, we don't need this guy anymore. But I think we might be getting a maybe McGillis, maybe. I would hope so, because I like McGillis. I want him to come back. Also, we have information that Gundam Unicorn will also be getting a U rare variant. We'll be getting Marita Cruz and the Kshatriya. They will both be coming in as new mobile suits in this new rarity tier for them. They were in Season 1, and they've been in a few other seasons as lower rarity cards, and now getting high rarity versions. Welcome back. No other information on if Unicorn is going to be one of the main series featured in the highlight, but I think if these are the U and P rare variants, I think it's safe to say. I have no idea what they would be. Maybe it will be the Delta Chi, maybe it'll be another Gundam Unicorn, like maybe the green version where it has the green light instead of red. Maybe. But yeah, no other information on that front. But yeah, that is about it for Gundam Arsenal Base Season 2 of Linkstage. That is all the information we have right now. They still haven't done their big video stream where they give them all the full details. But it looks like the season's going to be coming in pretty hot and heavy. Looks like it'll be good. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to play it immediately, and it's not because I don't want to, because of financial issues at the moment. I spent a lot of money recently, and I can't really dedicate to Gundam Arsenal Base doing like the day one, like spending like $100 like Ichimayen drawing cards. I can't do that this time. So I will try to get some Gundam Arsenal Base Linkstage Season 2 footage, but I'm not going to do like the big crazy drawing cards thing. So if I get a chance to get to the game center, I will try to record it, because I usually bring a USB stick with me so I can record stuff. But yeah, don't expect me to do like I got this many cards out of this much money. I'm not going to do that again this time, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was all the information for Gundam Linkstage Season 2. A little bit longer. I tried to do this pretty quickly, but it's a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, if this was helpful, leave a comment down below. Say what's up if you're another English-speaking fan of Gundam Arsenal Base. Let me know. Maybe we can chat a bit. Maybe we can share some information. That is going to be all for this video. Good night, good game. I hope you have a good time out there. Enjoy Gundam Arsenal Base and play with a budget. That's my advice. Play with a budget. Anyway, see you guys next time.